2020. It's Moody Dreamer here. Artist, figure model, mom, partner, all these wonderful things. And I'm glad to have you guys. Glad you guys are here to join me today. If you're new, I hope I can bring you interesting things moving forward. And if you're not new, it's wonderful to see you guys again. So I'm 27. I've been 27 since last September. So I've had a few months to sort of, sit in it. 27 is when they say the brain is fully developed, you're fully an adult. And moving forward and just coming into my 27 years, I thought it would be awesome to start the new year off with some advice that I would give to myself 12 years ago, which was when I was 15. Well, let's think, it was 2008, 2009. I was in my sophomore year of high school. Sorry, I was just looking up the movies that came out in 2008 and 2009. The Dark Knight came out, WALL-E came out, Iron Man came out, Tropic Thunder came out. So you start to think about the times and the era and just how much has changed. And that's just, a crazy year. Well, high school in general is crazy. But there are a few things now that I'm 27 and have a lot on my plate that I wish I would have considered a little more, and I'm hoping that by doing this video I can give advice to myself, to remind myself, but also to any other young people viewing this, really anybody, not just people young or younger than me, because it's advice I'd still use today. I don't want to keep you guys here too long, so here are my 4 tips that I would give myself 12 years ago at 15 years old. But it's ask questions. Very simple. I'm telling you guys, when you're young and when you're in high school and even younger than that, people just want to throw information at you. It's kind of crazy. They just want to give it to you and it's free. And all you have to do is ask questions. And somebody, some adult somewhere is getting paid to make sure that you have your answers. So ask questions about stuff that you may not even have to deal with 10 years into the future, questions that school may not answer for you. I know for me, sitting and talking to my friends now, we're people that totally struggled with understanding taxes and car insurance and any of that type of stuff. That is simple information that in our high schools was not really taught to us. But I know that if we had asked an adult or if we had sought out more, we probably would have been able to get the information we needed, and it would have been free. Versus now, when you're trying to pay taxes and you're trying to do all this stuff, it's like everybody is, trying to get your money. And it's the same thing. The minute you graduate high school, the minute you go to college, everybody is going to want compensation for any type of information or even advice that they'd give you. So ask questions, get the answer. Second piece of advice that I have is to write down everything. So I know for creative people specifically, I would definitely, besides just doodling in your sketchbook, write everything down. Not only the questions and the answers that you've, been asking based off of my first piece of advice, but also just any idea, any creative, any concept idea, for all my creative, young kids out there. It doesn't matter how silly or dumb or ridiculous or crazy it seems, write it down. Journal. Learn to get into journaling and write down your hopes and aspirations, because trust me, if you write them down now, they'll definitely start to manifest in the future. Putting your ideas down is just the beginning of manifesting them into reality. So start writing everything down. Write down your ideas, your concepts, doodle, sketch, whatever it is that, keeps your mind, interested. Just write it down. The third idea I have, utilize your environment. You're in a school which is already giving you your sort of mini society. You have a lot of different kids. If you're in public school, you probably really have a lot of different kids coming in from a ton of different social economic levels. Use all this to your advantage. If you're somebody who likes to create, if you're somebody who makes stuff or somebody who has a service to offer, start offering it to your peers, because those are going to be your first customers. When you're trying to sell your artwork, or when you're trying to start your business and you're trying to make money and you're trying to get people more interested in it, the first people that you're probably going to have to approach, and the first people that are going to help you get your name out there, is your family. and it's your friends. Why not start early? Why not start in high school? If you're somebody who likes to draw, maybe start drawing little doodles and selling them for, you know, $2, $3. You never know. I know a lot of schools will probably have policies and all these things that detract from you, you know, trying to create your own business in school, but there are definitely ways around it. I don't want to invoke anybody to do anything necessarily illegal or anything, but there's definitely ways to start your business in high school and get your peers interested, because when they're in college and when they're going off and they need something done, the first person they're going to think of is probably somebody that they know and that they've known for years, which is somebody from their high school. So that is my third piece of advice. You know, start selling, start your business, and start it in high school and start it with your peers. And my fourth final piece of advice that I want to give to you guys is really try and find your tribe. There are friends, there are peers, there are all these like different terms that we have for the different relationships we have with people. And the one that I think, well, my 15-year-old self should have focused on is like all my creative friends. Definitely start finding that group of people who are creatively into the same stuff as you know, aesthetically or whatever, or who are just creating, period. Find that group and start doing projects with them, cool collaborations with them. Back when I was attending college, I did attend a lot of art shows, a lot of which were thrown by collectives. Collectives are when a group of artists, either like with a similar aesthetic or they're just all sort of like into the same genre of art, and they pull their resources, their money together, and they do their own art shows. And it's wonderful because you're not only getting the audience of the people that know you, but also all your other friends and peers. You know, they'll invite their people, and that's just broadening your audience. So start your own collective. You know, that's one thing that right now I'm really missing out on. My last biggest of advice would be to create your own tribe. You know, find those people that are into the same stuff as you, and whether or not they draw or are creative in the same way, in the same vein as you, it doesn't matter. Whether it's photography, videography, writing, if you like to do scary, gory drawings, find the person that likes to write scary stories. See what you guys come up with. Start your own collective, start collaborating with your peers, and start creating projects, because that could be the potential beginnings of something great. That's really all the advice that I had. You know, I wanted to sit down and really think about it, think about stuff that could have really sort of influenced my path and my journey now. And that's the advice that I wanted to give you guys. So if you did enjoy this content, please go ahead, like and subscribe, and share to anybody young or older than me or at the same age who you guys feel like might find this helpful or useful. I hope January brings nothing but positive prospects. If people did create New Year's resolutions, let me know what they were in the comments down below. Let me know if any of your resolutions line up with any of the advice that I gave. You know, that would be cool. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye. I feel old saying that. Welcome. Ugh, no. No. I didn't want the... Oh, move forward in time.